Every single business out there is fighting for attention in what feels like an impossibly crowded digital world. So, what's the difference between the businesses that are just online and the ones that are actually growing? Well, it's all about their ability to turn all that digital noise into a real, concrete strategy. And today, we're going to break down exactly how they do it. Okay, to really wrap our heads around the scale we're dealing with, just look at this number. By the start of 2025, we're looking at 5.56 billion internet users. That's almost 70% of the entire planet. We're not just talking about a marketplace anymore. This is a whole digital universe. And that really leads to the million-dollar question for any business today, doesn't it? With billions of people and millions of competitors all online, how do you possibly cut through all that noise? How do you make sure the right people find you at the right time? Well, this brings us right to what we can call the visibility challenge. Because let's be honest, in this day and age, just having a website or a social media page, that's not a strategy. That's just the ticket to get in the door. Here's the big mindset shift you need to make. Visibility isn't just about being seen anymore, it's a strategic asset. Why? Because before a customer ever picks up the phone to call you, they've already done their homework. They've researched you, they've compared you to your competitors, they've read the reviews. Your digital presence isn't your first impression, it's basically the final interview, and you might not even know you're being interviewed. And believe me, the fight for that visibility is absolutely fierce. Just look at this. Global ad spending is on a path to fly past $1 trillion by 2026. This tells us two really important things. One, the digital space is getting ridiculously expensive. And two, just throwing more money at the problem, that's not a real strategy. Not a sustainable one anyway. So if spending more isn't the answer, then what is? Well, the solution is to stop thinking about scattered actions and start thinking about a smart, integrated system, a digital growth system. Just think about the huge difference here. Traditional marketing was kind of like shouting with a megaphone. It was a one-way street, you'd broadcast your message to everyone, and it was super hard to measure. But a modern digital system, it's a conversation, it's interactive, you can talk to highly specific people, and the best part is, everything is measurable. You can see what's working and what isn't, literally in real time. The key word, and I mean the most important word here, is strategic. We're not just talking about posting a few things on social media or running an ad here and there. Real digital marketing is the strategic use of all these tools working together to hit a specific business goal with a very carefully chosen audience. And that's really the whole idea, right? Instead of your website doing one thing, your social media doing another, and your ads doing something else entirely, a growth system makes them all work together. Every single piece reinforces the others, all pulling in the same direction towards one business goal, whether that's getting more leads or breaking into a new market. So how does a consultant actually take this idea of a system and make it real? Well, it all starts with a set of core services that are all connected. This is basically the blueprint for growth. It just makes sense, right? First, you build a solid foundation so people can actually find you. Then you build authority so they trust what you have to say. After that, you engage with them consistently. And finally, you wrap it all up into focused campaigns that drive actual business results. See, each step builds right on top of the last one. Because at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. Every action, every post, every single dollar you spend has to connect back to a result you can measure. A consultant's real job isn't just to make you look good online, it's to make your business grow, period. Okay, so who can actually pull all this off? It takes a pretty unique kind of expert, someone who gets the big picture business strategy, but also knows the nitty-gritty details of how to make it happen online, an integrated expert. And to see what this actually looks like in practice, let's take a look at a real-world example. A consultant like Majjanal Abdin really embodies this integrated approach because he combines three different but really powerful skill sets. And this combination, well, this is where it all comes together. As a business consultant, he gets growth. As a trade policy analyst, he understands markets. And as a digital strategist, he knows how to use technology to connect those two things. This special blend means you get strategies that aren't just clever online, but are actually commercially sound. And this isn't just theory. This timeline shows a deep history right there on the front lines, from working directly with small businesses to leading major trade organizations and building international business connections.
So, we've got the theory, we've got the experts, but what does this kind of integrated strategy actually look like in the real world? What's the impact on a business?
You know, sometimes a client's own words just say it best. Notice those phrases, strategic insight and market understanding. That right there confirms the whole idea. This isn't just about selling marketing services. It's about a strategic partnership that's laser-focused on growth. And what's cool is that this model is incredibly flexible. It doesn't matter if you're a local small business trying to grow, an exporter looking for buyers overseas, or even a foreign company trying to enter a new market like Bangladesh. This integrated approach gives you the clarity and the digital firepower you need to succeed.
So, as we wrap this up, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Take a hard look at your own business's online activities. Are they just a bunch of disconnected actions, adding to all that digital noise? Or are they part of a coherent, measurable strategy that is actively driving your growth? The answer to that question could be the difference between just surviving and truly thriving.